Hello, my name is Doug. I'm here to investigate your husband's murder.
Hi, Doug. I am very broken up about my husband's death, but I can answer a few questions.
Where were you when your husband was killed?
I was home alone.
That sounds like a good alibi. You obviously cannot kill someone if you are alone. Well, except for yourself.
I didn't kill anyone, Jeff.
This is a very nice home.
Thanks, I just bought it with the life insurance money. My husband would have wanted me, and my new husband Javier, to have a nice house.
You are already married? Your husband died 2 weeks ago.
I was really lonely. Also, Javier is a great gardener, and he was about to be deported, because he was here illegally, and because he got caught trying to shoplift a sledgehammer from the hardware store.
Where was Javier when your husband was killed?
He was with me.
Oh, okay. I was thinking for a second that he may have murdered your husband. But that wouldn't make any sense for him to kill his employer. He would have been out of a job.
Javier wouldn't hurt anybody. He is very gentle, yet powerful. His hands are rough in the garden, but like silk in bed. He is like a stallion that can just...
He sounds like a great guy. Can you think of anyone that would want your husband dead?
No, my husband had no enemies.
Man, this case is proving to be very difficult. Thanks for your time. Give Javier my regards.
Bye, Jeff.
Hello there, Javier the gardener.
Javier.
Excuse me?
M-Y, name, is. Javier.
Yes. I'm happy to see you too. Now Javier. I'm investigating the murder of your wife's first husband.
Husband, dead. Very, sad. Make. Javier. A, very. Rich. Man. A, very, rich, man. Insurance, make, me, rich.
Aha. Javier, do you have any idea who would have killed him?
It was me. It was Javier. I kill him, Amer. Primer kill him.
What? I'm sorry, I'm having a difficult time understanding you.
We want money. Javier want to be citizen. We take turns. The things. Hammer. Uno no want to do it.
Okay. I really have no idea what you just said. Can you slow down?
Javier is killer. Javier kill. We kill. We hit. Javier admits.
Look, I'm not a racist, but I really have no idea what you are saying. I'm really bad at understanding accents. Do you think you could speak more American-like, or at least write it down?
Javier. No. Red. Javier is murder.
Okay. Seriously, no clue what you are saying. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Look, I will just mark you down as not the killer. If you remember anything, here is my card. Have your wife call or something.
I can't believe how hard this case is.
Seriously, it is pretty easy to find out who didn't do it. Finding out who did is nearly impossible.
Maybe we can figure out everyone in town who didn't do it, then we can use the process of elimination to figure out who did it. Who do we know that didn't do it?
Well, let's see. The doctor who performed the autopsy didn't do it, because performing an autopsy on somebody you murdered would have been a conflict of interest, and she seems to profession to do anything unethical.
His wife couldn't have done it, because she had an alibi. Javier couldn't have done it, because he was with the wife at the time.
And he can't even speak English.
That leaves only one person left who was involved in this case.
Who?
The detective.
Oh my goodness, he has been right under our nose the whole time. Wait a minute, why would he pay us to investigate a murder, if he committed it?
That is exactly what he will ask to throw us off his trail.
That is very clever of him.
We better go, have a talk with that scumbag.
Can I help you?
Oh, you can help me, by answering a few questions.
What questions? I'm sorry but I'm very busy here. I'm a young-by-the-book rookie working on the most grisly murder this small town has ever seen.
I wouldn't waste your time, Chief. I've investigated this murder up and down. I've interviewed every single suspect in this town and they are all clean.
You don't say.
I do say, sir. Me and my partner in crime solving have interviewed literally every person in this town, except for you. Seeing as how everybody else is innocent, using the process of elimination, I now believe that you are the murderer. Now tell me, where were you on the night of June 16, 1989?
What? That is impossible. I didn't even know this gentleman.
If you think I'm going to believe that, then I'm dumber than you thought. It was the perfect crime. You murdered him with a sledgehammer, hoping it would cause a heart attack. Your gamble paid off.
This is absolutely preposterous.
You killed him, so that his wife would collect on the insurance money. You and I both know that she donates quite lavishly to the local police force. Did you really think I wouldn't notice that bumper sticker on her car? And then to throw the general public off your trail, you decided to search for the quote-unquote real killer by hiring 2 time travelers. And you almost got away with it too.
Please, I don't have time for this. I'm analyzing the DNA evidence collected at the crime scene. If my theory is correct, it would conclusively prove that the murderer was actually... What the heck? Where did my evidence go? It was right here on this table just a few minutes ago.
I had Jeff steal it when you weren't looking. We will do our own analyzing, thank you very much.
You fool. I had it all figured out. Now I'll never be able to convict anybody.
You are going away for a long time, Chief. Well, Jeff, have you analyzed the evidence extensively?
Yes. The only evidence they collected was some hair fibers and a few flakes of skin. They could have been anybody's. Hair and skin flakes all look pretty much the same. When you said there was evidence, I was hoping it would be like a wallet or a picture or something. Or maybe a matchbook from a hotel lounge that only the murderer visits.
Darn. So we are no closer than when we started. Who in the world would have murdered this man?
Doug, you are not thinking fourth dimensionally. The real question is, when did they murder this man?
It was June 16, 1989. The chief already told us that.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I can't believe we have gone to all this trouble, but we still cannot figure out who the murderer is. We are complete failures at solving murders.
Doug, that is only true, if you believe it.
Really?
Yes. I read about it in a self-help book. You have to stay positive and nurture your self-esteem in your personal journey, if you are ever going to achieve purpose-driven goals.
That made perfect sense.
Attitude is contagious. Is yours worth catching?
Wait, so what is your idea again?
Leave nothing to chance. We can make our own destinies. Our goals are at our fingertips.
Oh, okay.
What I'm suggesting is that we can use the time machine to go back to when the murder victim was still alive. And then we can just kill him ourselves. Take a few pictures, drop a matchbook from a hotel lounge that only we frequent, and voila. We can then go back to the present, turn ourselves into the police chief, and then say hello to $200.
Jeff, you are a genius. I can't believe we are the murderers. This is quite a twist.
It was the perfect crime. And we almost got away with it too. Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Please get out of here. I'm supposed to meet my wife here 10 minutes from now. She said that the gardener had an important message for me. Something about a sledgehammer.
I'm afraid that you will never see your wife again. I'm from the future, and I'm here to kill you.
Please, don't do this. I'm very rich. I will pay you whatever you want.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, right. You would have to be the richest man in the world to top what I'm getting paid to kill you.
What? So somebody hired you to take me out? Only my wife would be devious enough to—
Enough chit-chat. I'm sorry that I have to do this, but business is business. Please try to stay still while I murder you. I do not want the pictures to come out blurry. We have solved the murder.
Really? Who was it?
It was me, I did it.
You were a little kid when he was murdered. You couldn't have possibly killed him.
Check out this matchbook that I found on the body.
This is from the Great Wolf Lodge.
Yes, that is one of my favorite hotels.
That hotel wasn't even around in 1989 when the victim was killed.
Okay, here are the pictures. I also left some semen at the scene, if you want to do some DNA testing.
I can't believe it. I hired the murderer to solve his own crime.
Even more amazingly, it took us a month to finally crack the case.
Well, a deal is a deal. Here is your $200 and you are under arrest.
Do you know any good lawyers who will work for $200 or less?
Wait a minute. I can't arrest you.
Why not? I did it.
You were a minor in 1989. No jury will convict you now. It was the perfect murder.
I'm going to head home. I have some bills to pay.